So guys, honestly speaking, this COVID-19 is going to reshape a lot of things, honestly. Northern governors ban ALMAJIRI system. Governors across northern states have agreed to ban the ALMAJIRI system as part of efforts to curb the spread of COVID-19. This formed part of the discussion at a meeting convened via teleconference by Plateau State Governor Simon Lalong and chairman of the Northern Forums on Tuesday. The meeting had 17 governors in attendance. Marcus Simon Macham, Director of Press and Public Affairs to the Plateau Governor, disclosed details of the meeting in a press statement issued on Tuesday night. The statement reads in part, on border control and lockdown measures, the northern governors retained their earlier decision for the state to individually decide on the measure to adopt, but he reaffirmed the need for border closure to stop the interstate spread of the disease, which is rising in the region. The governors also discussed the risk that ALMAJIRI children are exposed to because of the coronavirus disease, where they unanimously decided to totally ban the ALMAJIRI system and evacuate the children to their parents or states of origin. They agreed to take a cue from Kano, Kaduna, and Nasarawa states, who have begun returning ALMAJIRI children to families and states of origin, while those within their state who do not have parents are taken care of by the government. They vowed never to allow the system to persist any longer because of the social challenges associated with it, including the perpetuation of poverty, illiteracy, insecurity, and social disorder. Lalong also said he had discussed with President Muhammadu Buhari concerning the need for the region to access special funding, palliatives, testing centers, and other forms of support to assist the fight against COVID-19 pandemic. The governors were also said to have discussed about COVID-19 testing centers within the north, advocating that all states in the region should have at least one center. Meanwhile, a forum of non-governmental organizations under the aegis of Advocates for Dan ALMAJIRI has called on the federal government to provide for ALMAJIRI children in its coronavirus COVID-19 response plan. A position paper made available to the News Agency of Nigeria by the forum on Tuesday in Lokoja said that the inclusion was necessary to prevent possible outbreak of coronavirus disease among the ALMAJIRI children. The forum of 5 NGOs comprising Plan International Nigeria, Street Child, Repleting Education Initiative, ALMAJIRI Child Rights Initiatives, and Action Aid Nigeria said the rise of the number of COVID-19 cases to more than 600 across Nigeria had raised great concern. It lauded the palliative measures being rolled out by government at various levels with support from the private sector, but decried the exclusion of ALMAJIRI children. The ALMAJIRI children, the forum noted, are already exposed to poor health conditions with very high probability of contracting the virus if not adequately secured, given their situation. According to a 2014 report by UNICEF, ALMAJIRI constitutes 9.5 million of the country's children within the ages of 3 to 14. While it is laudable that government is investigating resources to maintain law and order during the pandemic, there is no evidence of special attention to issues affecting children. The ALMAJIRI and other street kids are more vulnerable in periods of emergency, which offer a supportive environment for potential predators, the statement said. It described ALMAJIRI as itinerant children sent by their parents from far and near across the country to Quranic teachers to mentor them in Islamic religious knowledge. He said that most times they are left to fend for themselves and to survive through street begging and scavenging. The ALMAJIRI children are far removed from all major sources of information on coronavirus and the opportunity of parental guidance on the messages and guidelines. Implication of this is that they are not able to protect themselves and will not be able to observe any social or physical distancing or access medical services should they contract the virus, it added. The forum also called for the expansion of the social register to include the ALMAJIRI children in the provision and distribution of food, non-food items, and cash palliatives at strategic locations close to them. It also recommended provision of temporary shelter and proper safety protection for children on transit in line with child protection and safeguarding principles. The protocol, according to the forum, should be in line with the Convention of the Rights of Children, African Charter on the Rights and Welfare of the Child, and other conventions ratified by the country. Wow. So guys, just like I said, that is this coronavirus or the COVID-19 is reshaping a lot of things. It's going to shape a lot of things. The people who are saddled with the responsibility of protecting lives and properties, they've not been doing it, but because of this coronavirus, they are now coming out as if they love these children. What were you people doing? People have been talking about this, but you neglected the whole advice, everything. Some of them even came that, oh, ALMAJIRI is the way to go. You can imagine what really happened, what brought about this thing because of the negligence. When someone will come out and say, give birth to the children, the amount of children you can cater of, the number of children you can cater of, they will tell you, oh, don't do this, don't do this, don't do that. Now they are beginning to see things that will compel them to do the needful. What as the governors, what have they been doing? What have the governor been doing before now? Now, because of this pandemic, they are now running Etasketa. They are now sending the children back to their various states. What have you guys been doing? We see how people in IDP camp, the money that is supposed to be used for everybody in this country, we are using it for security and all manner of things because of this Boko people, because of Esme, and what have you. Because the government, those governors have not done what they need to do. Children have been on the streets. The same people who are telling us, oh, school feeding and all of that, they did all manner of programs, all manner of money budgeted for this same purpose, yet nothing happened. They were telling us that, yeah, yes, they are feeding children, they are doing this and that, children are happy to go to school. Then what have we been seeing? They are just doing window dressing. It's unfortunate because of this COVID-19. A lot of people have said this pandemic might not be a good thing, but it might be a blessing in disguise. Now all of them are running scatter. Now also opportunity for them to even eat. Even when they get the money, what is the assurance that this money will be spent on these children? Where are the parents? What if the governors in the northern parts of the country, if they have been doing their job perfectly well, I'm sure we will not be having these problems. And across board, of course, it's just more, it's rampant in that area. We still have children in other places, but it's, they cater for their children. It's because of their mindset, because of the tradition, because of their religion that has brought them to this level. And it's affecting everybody. It's affecting everybody. And that's why when budget is being made, they will have to concentrate on those areas. And if they concentrate on those areas, just like I said, how are we sure that even the money that will be given to them, these governors will spend it because they don't want to go on lockdown and they want money. Now the cases have been increasing in that region. Now they are now running Etasketa. Things that they ought to have done from the beginning. Of course, we know what has been happening even across board. It's unfortunate and shameful to them. Shame to all of them that they have children, 9.something million on the street fending for themselves, and you guys will be telling us that oh, you know how to play politics. They should be ashamed. Those people always coming out, for as many that are listening, those who are always coming out to tell you that you don't know how to play politics, you see their life now. You have 9.something million children fending for themselves, and you can't do anything, and you'll be priding yourself that they know how to play politics. Oh, they will say you, all these people, they have radio, they listen to news. What kind of nonsense news are they listening to? The all devices in this country are embedded in their region, and they will tell you they know how to play politics, they know how to play it. What use is the useless politics they have been playing? They know how to be, they want to be leader, and you don't have what it takes to be leader. You cannot even take care of yourself, putting the lives of these children in danger. Because of this coronavirus, they are beginning to know that one law said this, UNICEF said this, according to children's rights, this and this and that. What have you guys been doing? This COVID-19 we correct some people. Some people will learn sense because of this COVID-19, because they know it's going to affect them, because they know it's in one way or the other, and it's been affecting them because the whole thing started from them. It's been affecting them. That's why you see that they are running Etasketa, not because of that, and because of some of them want to loot because of this thing. They want to take advantage of this whole thing. Let them continue. Let them continue in their dealings with the masses. It's unfortunate. Someone says, so finally, since has decided to fall on you people. Sanusi talks about this same issue. You people conspired against him and dethroned him. Someone said medicine after death. When the former emir of Kano spoke against it, many of us in the north insulted him. Posterity, we judge our leaders in the north. I believe that the northern governors are the have been shying away from the Amajiri problems. They should address the root cause of Amajiri. Exactly. What happened? What caused this whole thing? How did this start? The same way we've been talking about the Seboko people. The root cause of this whole thing. They know it, but they will not want to do it. They will tell you, oh, they know how to play politics. They've been at the aim of affairs of this country. Shame on all of them. Shame on all of them. Lack of family planning and birth control is the main and only cause of Amajiri. The earlier the northern region addresses this issue, the better it will be for them. It's really a time bomb. What is Amajiri? Somebody's Amajiri. Okay, we have heard this several times. You cannot, oh, it's part of your heritage. Greedy and wicked Fulani people. You will never see a Fulani child do this Amajiri. Really nonsense, but they will force the dumb Hausa people to give up their children for Amajiri through the Islamic brainwashing. One Mr. Adamu said it's an honor to be an Amajiri. Yes, that is their way of life. Bunch of backward set of people. Haba, why now? Remember, it is part of your cultural heritage and very useful in times of political chess games. Beside your brand of Islamic religious tenets, above what you are about to embark on. The Igbos are still much around in their thousands. Who are you going to use to fight them? Remember, the Fulani herdsmen are only used in rural areas for land grabbing and annexation, but Amajiris are used for urban welfare against the Igbos in your societies. Yes, now they know how to play politics. We know how to play politics. We are born to rule. See their life outside now. Nobody should even envy all those kind of things. You envy them, say they know how to play politics. But see their every vices you can think of is embedded in that region. So guys, let's hear your opinion concerning this. Leave your comment below and let's have your take.